So that anybody can do it.
Good evening. Happy Veterans Day. Welcome to the November 11th council meeting. Can we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And please continue standing and we'll have the invocation.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening. We just thank you for another great day of life. We thank you for this great country we live in. It's made up of so many good communities like this one. We just ask that you be with the council this evening as they make their decisions for the community, and be with us throughout the rest of the evening, and bless us throughout the rest of this week. Amen.
Amen.
All right, call the meeting to order. Can we have roll call, please?
Mr. Dorman,
Here.
Mr. Todd,
Here.
Ms. Gregory,
Here.
Mr. Fogel,
Here.
Mr. Sodders,
Here.
Acting Mayor Metz.
Here. All right, so we all should have gotten the minutes from the October 14th council meeting and the October 28th workshop. Any questions on the minutes? And we will need to make a motion to excuse Councilor Gregory from the October 28th, 14th regular council meeting. Is there any motion?
I'll make a motion to excuse Councilwoman Sarah Gregory from the meeting on October 14th,
Second.
2025.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman,
Yes.
Mr. Todd,
Yes.
Ms. Gregory,
Abstain.
Mr. Fogel,
Yes.
Mr. Sodders,
Yes.
Acting Mayor Metz.
Yes.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes then as entered into record?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman,
Yes.
Mr. Todd,
Yes.
Ms. Gregory,
Yes.
Mr. Fogel,
Yes.
Mr. Sodders,
Yes.
Acting Mayor Metz.
Yes. Okay, so we have options tonight of swearing in new mayor and vice mayor. Council should have received an email about filling vacant seats and how we can go about doing that, or waiting until the new mayor starts in January. So is there any discussion of what you guys would want to do about swearing in tonight, or waiting till January and then vice mayor would go up for appointment or voting?
I think it's a rare opportunity to say you've been sworn in as mayor of a village and a vice mayor, and I think we should take advantage of that opportunity for just to honor all the hard work that you guys have done on council, and as a sign of respect for the authority.
Anyone else have a thought?
I second that.
All right. So we will swear me in as the new mayor. I don't know.
And Sarah in as the vice
And
mayor.
Sarah Gregory as vice mayor.
After that,
Yeah.
Are you going to have Dehan?
Chairperson.
You can have Chief, you can have Rodney do it.
I know. Who does it?
Whoever you want. You pick
Oh,
who you
I pick.
swear you in.
Anyone? Any takers?
I think
I bet Rodney, Mr. Creech, Representative Creech,
Wow,
would
you've
you
been
love to swear us in? You're awesome.
it needs to
We've got it. We have to read too.
It has to be a council member.
Law director, manager, or council.
Okay, so it has
Oh,
to be.
never mind. I'm sorry.
Let's put it on Lene then. She's got a good speaking voice.
Make the, or Jeremy. You swear me in, I swear you in?
There you go.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's good.
call.
Say that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
Say that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and codified ordinances of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio,
the Charter and codified ordinances of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially discharge the duties
and impartially discharge the duties
as Mayor of the Municipality of West Milton
as Mayor of the Municipality of West Milton
in Miami County, Ohio,
in Miami County, Ohio,
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office. Until January 6th.
Sounds nicer. Girl power.
Okay, and so that we're not videoing the back of your head, flip-flop the positions you guys were in the last time so the people at home can see. There we go. Awesome.
Can you see?
Yeah.
I'll try not to put a glare off my head into the picture.
There you go.
I state your name.
I, Sarah Gregory,
Being duly sworn according to law,
being duly sworn according to law,
say that I will support
say that I will support
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and codified ordinances
the Charter and codified ordinances
of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio,
of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
honestly, and impartially discharge the duties as Vice Mayor
discharge the duties as Vice Mayor
of the Municipality of West Milton
of the Municipality of West Milton
in Miami County, Ohio,
in Miami County, Ohio,
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office.
And then I would like to nominate Councilman Dorman as the council chairperson for the next couple of months.
I've avoided this for 10 years, and you stick me on the last 30 days.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman,
Abstain?
Mr. Todd,
Yes.
Ms. Gregory,
Yes.
Mr. Fogel,
Absolutely, yes.
Mr. Sodders,
Yes.
Mayor Metz.
Oh, yes. All right. Congratulations, Chairperson.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
Was he
gosh,
sworn in?
another.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You're welcome, Dayon.
I'm the one that has to say municipality 50 times.
For all the times I stick Fogel with something.
It's your veteran
Wait,
state duty.
That's right.
Do I get a copy of that to read?
Nope.
All right.
Here we go. I state your name.
I, Donald Dorman,
Being duly sworn according to law,
being duly sworn according to law,
say that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
say that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and codified ordinances
the Charter and codified ordinances
of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio,
of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
as Chairperson of Council
as Chairperson of Council
of the Municipality of West Milton
of the Municipality of West Milton
in Miami County, Ohio,
in Miami County,
during
Ohio,
my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office.
Congratulations.
That's what I get for getting people into stuff.
All good.
All right.
You've only got 6 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
January
I'll
6th.
be making sure y'all carried out your continuance time in said office.
He's gonna feel like, are you taking vitamin C and C?
All right. Next on the agenda, Mr. Manager, is there any correspondence to council?
No, Mayor, none was received.
Thank you. Next on our agenda, we have Mr. Rodney Creech, State Representative.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
My name's Rodney Creech, State Rep in the 40th District, and that is representing Preble County. I'm from Preble County, that's my original county, Northern Butler County, and Western Montgomery County. The reason I'm here this evening is I'm looking at running for the 5th Senate District, which is Steve Huffman's current Senate seat. As many of you are probably aware, Senator Huffman is terming out. And so I've been spending a lot of time up in Miami County over the last 2 years, just trying to get to know the lay of the land, and I'm trying to get out into the townships and villages and cities and get to know as many people as I can. So I'm trying to get to council meetings and anything else that I can get to. I've had a good meeting with your chief there maybe a couple months ago, and at the end of the day, my goal is to get to know as many people as I can in the community and gain support. A little bit about me. I'm a 4th generation grain farmer. I farm with my father, 4th generation to live on the family farm. What got me into politics was my grandfather was a township trustee, and I used to help him when I was a little boy, and really didn't know what my grandpa did as a trustee. I just helped him, and as I got a little older and figured out what trustees actually did, I ran for trustee and was elected, and served 6 years as a Twin Township trustee in Preble County, and then I ran for county commissioner and served 6 years in our county as county commissioner, and I'm currently in my 5th year as a state rep. So some call me a career politician. Local government probably doesn't count, you know. I think state does. I'm in my 5th year of, you know, serious politics, if you want to call it that. But with all that said, in serving in the local government, I just found that I love to serve people. And if you talk to the elected officials in the communities that I serve, you'll learn that. I do have a lot of I have about 25 endorsements of elected officials in my state rep district. I also have the endorsement of Congressman Davidson. If you like Congressman Davidson, I'm a huge supporter. Very good conservative man. But local business owner, you know, again, just a little bit about me, just so you know who I am. I do have my business cards with me. I'll leave a stack somewhere. You know, my business cards have my cell number on. I've been giving my cell number out for 20 years. And, you know, I always say if you're trying to get a hold of me and you can't, shame on you. I'm on social media, on everything you can think of, social media wise. And, but if any of you would like to meet and, you know, have a coffee or a sandwich one-on-one, I'd love to do that. I think it's very important to have good relationships with your local elected officials. You know, I always say that when the crap hits the fan, I want you to be able to dial me within a minute. And who knows what that could be, but it might happen down the road. So appreciate you having me this evening. I am going to jet out a little early. Tonight is my 14th wedding anniversary. And I asked my wife if it was okay if I came here tonight. She said, absolutely. She's used to this. But I'll probably stick around for a minute or two, and then I'll probably get home and see her. But if anybody's got any questions, I'm open for them if that's allowed, or like I said, I'll leave my cards.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
When will this seat be on the ballot next November?
So the primary is in May.
Oh, okay.
And then, you know, pretty much whoever wins the primary will move on. That, you know, it's a 65% Republican seat, so whoever wins the primary pretty much is going to be your next senator.
Okay, so primaries in May.
Yep.
Great. All right, thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Rodney.
And
I appreciate you.
hurry home.
I know.
I'm going to be an advocate for your wife. You don't need to stay a minute. You don't
Yeah.
need to.
You don't have to stay in studio. I just really appreciate you coming here and all that you do. And I will say, like, when he said, like, he's one of the few, like, state reps I've met who has his cell phone number on his business card, and I, like, pass his card out like Halloween candy, and he does answer, and I appreciate that.
Thank you for coming. Sour mugs down the street for chicken wings might be anniversary dinner. All right, next on the agenda, do we have any comments tonight from citizens regarding the legislation? All right, let's jump into it. So first we have ordinances and resolutions. We have CM-25-60. Law Director Rush, take it from here.
It's a resolution authorizing the Director of Transportation to proceed with the bicycle and pedestrian improvements on State Route 571 from Miami Street to Rachel Ann Boulevard in the municipality of West Milton, Ohio, and authorizing the municipal manager to enter into and execute contracts with the state of Ohio to complete said project. Whereas on the 12th day of August 2025, the Village of West Milton, Ohio, hereinafter referred to as the Legislative Authority or local public agency, passed Resolution CM-25-54, authorizing the municipal manager to cooperate with the Director of Transportation for the following described project. The project consists of the installation of a shared-use pedestrian and bicycle path along State Route 571 from Miami Street to Rachel M. Boulevard, including asphalt, concrete surfacing, pavement planning, curb and gutter, 4-inch concrete walk, erosion control upgrades, drainage upgrades, lighting upgrades, and pavement markings lying within the Village of West Milton. And whereas the LPA shall cooperate with the Director of Transportation in the above described project as follows. The village agrees to assume and bear 100% of the entire cost of the improvement within the village limits, less the amount of federal aid funds set aside by the Director of Transportation for the financing of this improvement from funds allocated by the Federal Highway Administration, U.S. Department of Transportation. And whereas, in view of the fact that the LPA's share of the project is now estimated in the amount of $445,293, less SIB loan in the amount of $445,293, leaving a balance of $0, the village will not be required to deposit any funds at this time. The LPA's ultimate share of the cost will be determined when final actual costs and allocations are determined. And whereas the Director of Transportation has approved said legislation proposing cooperation and has caused to be made plans and specifications and an estimate of cost and expenses for improving the above described highway and has transmitted copies of same to this legislative authority. And whereas the legislative authority desires the Director of Transportation to proceed with the aforesaid highway improvement. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Village of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, that the LPA hereby requests the Director of Transportation to proceed with the aforesaid highway improvement. Section 2, that the LPA enter into a contract with the state and that the municipal manager is hereby authorized to execute said contract for improving the described project. Section 3, that the LPA transmit to the Director of Transportation a fully executed copy of this resolution.
Mr. Sheridan, any information that you want to share with this resolution?
Only that this is the last piece of legislation before the project will begin hopefully next spring.
Nice. Any questions or thoughts about CM 2560? Do we have a motion for CM 2560?
I'll make a motion that we accept CM-25-60 as written and read.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Todd?
Yes.
Ms. Gregory?
Abstain.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Sodders?
Yes.
Mayor Max?
Yes. All right, next we have the first reading of an ordinance CM-25-61. Law Director Brush.
It's an ordinance to appropriate funds necessary for the various departments and offices of the municipality of West Milton, Ohio for the year 2026. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, to provide for the current expenses and other expenditures of the municipality of West Milton during the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2026, and ending December 31st, 2026, the following sums are hereby set aside and appropriated as follows. For the general fund, personal services for general government, $309,625. Transportation, $31,350. Security of persons and property, $1,432,900. For total personal services of $1,773,875. Transfers to fire truck capital improvement of $257,000. Total other expenditures of $2,954,150. For a total general fund of $4,985,025. Special revenue funds, street levy, $219,500. Street construction and maintenance, total personal services, $193,250. Total other expenditures of $1,382,400 for total street construction and maintenance of $1,575,650. State highway, $56,000. Enforcement and Education, $3,500. Drug Law Enforcement, $2,000. Total special revenue funds of $1,856,650. Debt service funds, OPWC of $6,520.58. Total debt service funds of $6,520.58. Capital improvement funds, fire capital improvement of $33,500 for a total capital improvement funds of $33,500. Enterprise funds, water capital improvement of $356,900. Sewer capital improvement, total other expenditures, $1,365,000. Transfers to OPWC debt service, $6,521. Total sewer capital improvement of $1,371,521. Refuse fund, total personal services of $238,300. Total other expenditures of $726,700 for a total refuse fund of $965,000. Water fund, total personal services, $555,000. Total other expenditures of $716,900. Total water fund of $1,271,900. Sewer fund, total personal services, $530,100. Total other expenditures, $291,550. Total sewer fund, $821,650. Total enterprise funds, $4,786,971. Total appropriations of all funds, $11,668,666.58. The summary is total personal services of $3,290,525. Total other expenditures of $8,114,620.58. Total transfers of $263,521 for a grand total of $11,668,666.58. Section 2, the Director of Finance is hereby authorized to draw warrants on the village treasury for payments from any of the foregoing appropriations upon receiving proper certificates and vouchers, therefore approved by the board or officers authorized by law to approve the same, or an ordinance or resolution of council to make the expenditure, provided that no warrant shall be drawn or paid for salaries or wages, except to persons employed by authority of and in accordance with law or ordinance. Section 3, this ordinance shall take effect from and after the earliest date permitted by law.
Thank you.
Can you repeat that, Lene? I'm just kidding.
We look forward to hearing that again in December. Are there any questions regarding the first reading tonight for Ms. Grice or anyone on council? Great. Moving on. Next, we have a first reading of ordinance CM-25-62. Law Director Broche. I don't.
Can we, what's the thing we do?
You can waive the reading.
Do I motion to waive the reading?
You'd have to motion to waive the reading of the ordinance.
Do we do that on first readings?
Yes, because it's only the first reading. The second one's by title only.
The
I'll make a motion, we
25.
waive the reading of ordinance CM-25-62.
Second.
Wait. Oh. Sorry.
It's like 7 pages.
Yeah.
Roll call.
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Todd?
Yes.
Ms. Gregory?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Sodders?
Yes.
Mayor Matz?
Yes. Moving on to first reading for ordinance CM-25-63. Law Director Broche.
It's an ordinance increasing the salary of council members and the mayor council member. Whereas Article 4.03 of the municipal charter provides that council may, by ordinance, change the salary paid council members and the compensation paid the mayor council member. And whereas this article further stipulates that no such ordinance can take effect until the date of commencement of the term of council members elected at the next regular election, provided that such election follows the adoption of such ordinance by at least 6 months. And whereas council members currently receive $50 per meeting, and the mayor council member the additional sum of $600 annually. And whereas the current fixed salaries of council members and the mayor council member is established in Article 11.05 of the Charter and have not been adjusted since 2003. And whereas council desires to adjust the compensation paid to council members and the mayor council member. Now therefore be it ordained by the council of the municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the mayor council member shall be paid $6,000 per year. Section 2, council members shall be paid $4,000 per year. Section 3, the mayor council member and council members shall be paid semi-annually, except no salary shall be paid for an unexcused absence. $250 for the mayor council member and $150 for council members shall be forfeited for each unexcused absence. Section 4, the provisions of this ordinance shall become effective from and after the earliest date allowed by law, and all parts of ordinances or resolutions in conflict with this ordinance are hereby repealed.
As someone who's going off council and did not run for re-election, I just wanted to take a moment and say that over the last 10 years that I've spent on and off council, the amount of time and hours that we spend in researching and participating in things has just tremendously increased, especially with the trying to grow the village and things like that. And as we go into a growth phase that requires more of the council, I just think this is a good move to make to, I mean, it still probably works out to about $2 an hour to what we spend, but it's more reflective of what's compensated to other villages our size around the area. And again, being someone who's not going to benefit from this, I just want to say how much I fully support it and how much I think it's a positive thing for everyone who may run for council in the future or who will be affected by this down the road.
So, Ms. Brosh, the way that I understand this is, so this will kick in with the next regular election. So we have two-year unexpired terms that were on the ballot currently. So when those 2-year terms are up in 2027, that election year, that's when this would kick in for those council members and so on.
Correct.
So no one that is in the seat that was currently elected will see any increase until their seat would come up for re-election down the road, correct?
Correct.
And that
Yep.
includes everyone that was elected.
Coming in January.
Yeah.
Yep. The people who
So now
are
I do
seated in
have
January.
one question, because this happens quite often. A council member, a mayor, a vice mayor resigns. If someone is appointed to a position and not elected, will that appointed person be able to obtain that increased amount?
If it's after the 6-month period.
Yes.
I believe it's following an election, but I'd have to look at the
Okay.
The code
I just
to be sure.
I thought about that while we were talking through this, so I would just, that'd be a bit of clarification. I guess we would have to find out in the future, but
because I believe it's elected to
elected.
the seat. So I think that's when it would take effect.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Any other discussion? All right, moving on. We have CM-25-65, a second reading. Ms. Brush.
It's an ordinance repealing Chapter 116 tattoo and/or body piercing enterprises of the Code of Ordinances of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio.
Sorry. Is there any discussion, we've had a lot of discussion about this, of this repealing of Chapter 116?
I just have one question again, so folks understand how everything works with this process. If things are passed tonight with this, it officially doesn't take effect until 10 days after today, is that correct? Or is it 5 days?
I thought it was 5 days.
5 days? Okay, I just wanted to see for sure what it is, so folks in the community know.
The law director and I have a disagreement on the number of days, so don't take that for gospel.
Okay, yeah.
She's looking at it.
Ten.
10 days.
It's 10.
Okay,
I'm thinking about decisions of the planning board. Yeah.
Counting today, that's day one.
So it'd be
think
the
it's-
November 21st.
It's 10 days after adoption, so
Okay.
today would not be day one.
Tomorrow's
Tomorrow
day
would be
one.
okay.
So
So-
November 22nd.
So today this, and tomorrow we discontinue the ban on dancing next? Is that how it works?
We're going to have to talk about that dancing one.
Okay.
Any questions?
So the 21st would be the 10th day, 21st of November.
All right, so we ready?
Roll call?
Oh,
No, I
Oh,
motion we
oh,
approve CM-25-65.
Second?
Roll call.
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Todd?
Yes.
Ms. Gregory?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Sodders?
Yes.
Mayor Metz?
Yes. All right, next ordinance, first reading, CM-25-66, Law Director Broche.
It's an ordinance amending Chapter 53, Garbage, Refuse, and Recyclables, and to specifically amend Section 53.25H titled Municipal Billing Provisions of the Code of Ordinances for the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio. Whereas the municipality's expenses for providing refuse service are projected to exceed revenues provided by the current rate structure, and whereas it has been determined that it is necessary to increase garbage and refuse collection fees in order to maintain the fiscal stability of the refuse fund. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the language contained in the existing section of the West Milton Code of Ordinances 53.25H 1, 2, and 3 are hereby modified to read as follows. 53.25 Municipal Billing Provisions. Section H, the billing rate per residence or customer for regular refuse removal will be as follows. Section 1, $26.60 for standard volume per month per household beginning January 1st, 2026. $29.10 for standard volume per month per household beginning January 1st, 2028. Section 2, $24.70 for low volume per month per household for beginning January 1st, 2026. $27.20 for low volume per month per household beginning January 1st, 2028. Section 3, $5 for each additional toter receptacle, standard or low volume, per month per household. Section 3, should be Section 2. The provisions of this ordinance shall become effective from and after the earliest date allowed by law, and all parts of ordinances or resolutions in conflict with this ordinance are hereby repealed.
Thank you. And I know we talked about this at the workshop, but one of the things too, Counselor Dorman said, and I agree with, if you're looking to get rid of an extra toter, just utilizing the recycling bins, even for the cardboard, which could take up a lot of volume in your regular toter. So knowing that that is available 24 hours a day for those extra things that maybe could cut back on your cost. Any discussion?
Mayor Metz, we actually also do a lot of yard waste too.
Oh, yeah.
And we offer free yard waste bags, so you can go up and get a free bag, or that way that's not counting towards their, their refuse, especially during the high grass months and leaf falling months.
And just the reminder on that, we mentioned last time too, the yard waste bags are available in the Village Hall office for free of charge. And you can call and be on the schedule for a Monday pickup, or do that online and request a Monday pickup of your yard waste.
And on the, I meant to bring one in to demo it, but on the idea of making recycling easier, for 99 cents, they sell these ginormous Harbor Freight bags with these two great handles that we have just started using for hauling our all of our recycling up there. And if anybody hasn't seen one, I'll try to bring one to the next council meeting. They are just they fold up into nothing, but they're ginormous and easy to carry, especially when you throw cans and cardboard and everything in them. It's just it's the best solution we found for that. So I'll try to bring one in to demo one for the next council meeting. But for all you Harbor Freight fans out there, in which I think Tom works there, they're dirt cheap. They're like 99 cents, and sometimes I think they even give them away. But durable, great for the job. Just something to think about at home, folks.
All right.
we
Thank
done?
you.
Oh.
And last but not least, we have a resolution, CM-25-67, Law Director Brush.
It's a resolution to purchase a new 2026 police vehicle for use in patrol duties. Whereas the municipality sees a need for a new police vehicle to replace an aging vehicle in the police division fleet. And whereas in preparation for the 2026 budget meeting, the police staff have learned the year-end close of ordering 2026 police cars from the Ford Motor Company will end prior to the budget approval for the 2026 budget year. And whereas the police chief is requesting budgeting in the 2026 budget cycle, allowing authorization to purchase a new Ford Police Interceptor Hybrid for gas conservation and go green. And whereas the chief of police is requesting that the council waive the formal bidding process for this purchase by an affirmative vote of 5 council members pursuant to section 33.18A9 of the West Milton Codified Ordinances, based on Montrose Ford beat the state bid pricing by under $1. And whereas the actual payment of the new police vehicle will not be expended until the passing of the 2026 budget and expenditure authorization to begin in January 2026 or later. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Municipality of West Milton, Ohio, that Section 1, the council authorizes the purchase of a 2026 Ford Interceptor Hybrid police package in the amount of $43,555
and 15 cents.
From Montrose Ford, located at 3960 Medina Road, Akron, Ohio 44333, and to execute all documents and agreements necessary to complete the transaction of this purchase. Section 2, the council hereby authorizes the chief of police to execute all the proper documents. Section 3, this resolution shall take effect and be enforced from and after its passage.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Chief about our new vehicle?
This is the thing we've done the last couple years, only because Ford closes out early for ordering cars for the next year. The crazy thing is this is about $4,000 cheaper than we paid last year on state bid, because they have now made the hybrids the same price as the regular gas. So they went down in price, believe it or not. And the state bid was $1 more through Statewide Ford in Van Wert. And we have bought the cars the last few years on a state bid through Montrose Ford. Montrose Ford does such a large production that they would end up cutting it by $1 to beat the bid, so that they would be able to still have our business.
So this will be our second hybrid?
Third.
So, just out of curiosity, how hybrids work, how are they doing on saving the village on runtime that the motor's running and the...
Absolutely. They have saved us in fuel for sure. On an average weekend, the officers would have to fuel up each day, and they're only having to fuel once over the weekend when they work 3 days in a cycle. So the cars are not using near the fuel they were using before.
Because I'm going to guess a lot of time is spent with just the engine idling normally.
Right.
That's...
Yeah, they would start them at the beginning of the shift and let them run through the whole shift, because all the computer equipment and everything that's inside. And we can still leave all that on, and the car only starts up and runs when the batteries start getting low to recharge. Once they're recharged, the car shuts back off.
And these aren't plug-in hybrids either. So.
These are not. These are hybrids that run off themselves. So if something were to happen to the battery, you would still be able to drive them.
And Chief, how are things working maintenance-wise?
We've had no issues out of them. Actually, one of our older cars had to have the motor rebuilt, but it was still under warranty, and we did that about 2 months ago. It has 90-some thousand miles on it. It's the one that's given us a lot of issues since we've actually owned it, but they just rebuilt the motor on it a couple months ago.
Okay. Ms. Brosh, do we need to strike out that .75 at the end and amend that at all, or?
You would just pass it as read,
Okay, as read.
and I've marked it out on the document, so.
Okay, sounds great.
That's a typo on my part, I apologize.
No, it's all right.
All right, do we have a motion for Resolution CM-25-67?
I'll make a motion to approve CM 25-67 as read.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Todd?
Yes.
Ms. Gregory?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Siders?
Yes.
Mayor Metz?
Yes. All right, next we have the manager's report. Mr. Manager?
Thank you, Mayor. I was notified by the Stillwater Crossings developers that they've identified a vendor for the convenience store on the south side. I'm hoping to get a meeting set next week to get more detail on the proposal. The other item, I was contacted by an attorney about a class action suit dealing with PFAS. And I was actually contacted by the engineer in Plymouth. And we're on a list from the state, even though we buy water from Plymouth, because Plymouth is on the list, we're also eligible. The attorney offered to meet with us at the workshop virtually and explain there's no cost. As I understand it, they would pay for all the testing, and it goes for several years. So we don't believe we've ever had any PFAS in our system, but should we identify any, we would be eligible for some compensation. So with the council's pleasure, I'll set it up so he can discuss it with you virtually at the workshop. You can ask any questions and decide if it's something you want to pursue.
Can you repeat what that is again?
What is PFAS?
PFAS. It is it's a chemical that's used in a lot of...
say PFAS?
PFAS, P-F-A-S, PFAS.
Okay, P-F-A-S.
It's used in airplane de-icing, but a lot of industrial uses, and it's now, I think, linked as one of those forever chemicals. And so it does work its way into the water system.
Because we get our water through Troy, is that something that they are also?
They've signed on to it. My understanding is no one has identified it in their system yet, but that it can leach into the system over time. And so you sign up, so if in the future you do have an issue, you might be eligible for some compensation.
Is the county also doing that?
I believe the county was contacted. I don't know if they've made a decision to participate or not yet.
So if the community that we purchase our water from is involved in it, I guess, what would be the benefit? Well, I guess that's what their lawyers are going to present to us.
Correct.
Okay. I'm asking questions ahead of time and to the
It's
wrong.
all right.
Yeah, if we do that at the beginning of the
I will
workshop.
set it up for the workshop. Yeah. All
Oh.
right.
Thank you.
Those are the only updates I have. Be happy to answer any questions.
Questions?
Any updates on the as we head into these shorter days? Any updates on the lighting out at the development?
Yeah, it was in my report. I believe, according to Miami Valley Lighting, the project is complete, and they're simply waiting on AES to install a meter.
So it'll be a flip of a switch and
It's my understanding, Miami Valley Lighting made it clear they have no control how quickly AES will come out to install the meter. So it may be a couple of days, it may be longer than that. But
so all the kids at home will be negotiating for later play times with,
perhaps.
all right.
I drove out there today before the meeting, and the lights look great. They're fabulous out there.
Good.
Look very good. Any updates with the north side? I know that there was, the last bit of legislation
Right.
was passed a few months ago. Any updates on where things stand with that?
I meet regularly with the financial team. As I understand it, it takes several weeks, if not months, to work through the bond issues and implementing the legislation to free up the dollars for them to move forward.
Okay.
I thought they had somebody under contract for this past April for moving.
Yeah, Milcon.
Yeah.
I believe they had selected a contractor, but they obviously need to be able to pay them, so I'm not sure when they'll actually start. They're obviously, the developer is wanting to start as soon as possible.
Thank you. Manager Sheridan, did you want to go over old business?
Sure. I was asked to put these on the agenda. I had gotten some feedback on the sidewalk program that it might make sense, based on the small number of applicants that we received this fall, to push it to next spring and put those on the beginning of the list for whoever we identify next spring to move forward.
How many applicants have we?
I believe we see 4.
4. All right.
Can you send us those?
Sure.
And then we can contact them and let them know our plan?
I'd be happy to contact them if that's in fact what the council wants to do, but I'll be happy to send you what I got.
Okay.
Do you want me to move forward with contacting or wait?
I think send us, maybe.
Send them to you? Okay,
who-
will do.
Who was interested, or just the locations, and then we can
Sure. We'll do that.
decide. Yeah. Okay, next.
Next was the Premier Health Grant. I'm not sure, I guess the next step is to begin to put together exactly what we want in our multi-purpose building.
So the grant from Premier Health was offering money for us to put a pavilion in the park. They are stage, shelter, etc. But
Right.
they also had said if we had a scope of the project costing more, they'd be willing to contribute. So from my understanding, do we have to have, before we say, yes, we want your money, or no, we don't want your money, we have to give them a new scope of the project?
No, I don't believe so. I think we can move forward with the initial 200,000, and as the project is developed. Now, also, we're waiting to hear on the Community Development Block Grant application. There were 4 projects in that application. One of the 4 was 150,000 towards the pavilion in the park. We should hear from that any day now. So once we have those numbers, we can begin putting it together. And if in fact, once it's designed and we come up with a final product, I think we would go back to Premier Health and explain to them the increase in the budget, and they seemed very willing to consider increasing their donation.
But at this point in time, they do know that we want to move forward and we're moving in that direction. Is that
We've
correct?
certainly given them no indication we don't.
Okay, okay.
Are we going to do this as a design build? Like how, like I'm curious, first of all, are we going to have to get like choice one engineering and studies done on this?
I don't know about studies, but design. I would expect to get an architect. I know I mentioned it to Collabo when I was talking about the recent draft of the comp plan. They'd be interested in assisting us if you're interested in involving them. But I would think you want an architect to design and come up with, put your heads together and decide all the different things you want in the building to do, and then have a design of what that looks like, and then a budget. So I would welcome input from all of you about things you think would be important to have. I think initially we looked at it being maybe a 9-month-a-year building. Now I think it can be a year-round building. Water, restrooms, heat, and be used year-round. If you wish. It's really up to you to decide what you want in the structure.
So my question, I guess, about this building is if we've got like some grant money, like what the function of this building is, like what the, who's going to manage the events at this building? Can we reach out to local contractors? I know we have Bruns Construction, Level MB, or just 2 of them, local contractors that will do design build, to talk to them to get their input.
Well, even before we do a design build, you'd have to have a better idea of exactly you want the building to contain.
I think there's an opportunity for homework for everyone in the community there that's been to another community or park somewhere
Yeah.
where they've had facilities, that you've seen something that's interesting that you think, oh my God, I wish we had that in our beautiful park by the river there. So anybody that has anything like that out there, that you've seen something in another community, or heck, for that matter, in a movie, you know, reach out and let us know what that is. And for everybody out there that just spends time in our park and thinks, you know what would look cool over there is this. You know, think about what would accentuate and be more inviting to people in our community to enjoy that wonderful park we have, and be there for the events that we do hold, and even think about the events we're not holding or not doing because we don't have the facilities and things to do there. community events, theater things in the park. The Rock the Hill is awesome. Imagine if we had a permanent stage for other venues like that. I've often said if we're going to rock the hill, we should praise the hill too. I think it'd be awesome to have, even a place for local churches to hold events down in the park, But just everybody out there, try to wrap your head around all the different things and ideas and literally be part of the project.
Another possibility, as you may recall, when we did the retaining wall, we looked at terracing the hill.
Right.
And the cost
on
was...
that side only.
Right.
Not the sled side. We're
nobody's
not
doing
messing
anything
with
to sledding.
Not gonna
There will
touch the
be
sledding
no
hill.
touching the
There's
sledding
no
side as long as
interruption
I am on
of
council.
the age-old practice of broken arms.
Yes, only in conjunction with this new facility, and that might be an option to consider again if we can increase the budget, and actually terrace it so it makes it much more functional for a performance.
So, like, what numbers are we talking about when we say increasing the budget?
Whatever, they can come with the design first, and then from that you come up with a budget.
And the idea of terracing, it's hard to imagine just from hearing this at home, but the stairs that we have into the park leading from the village are steep and not easy to manage. And the idea would be to have what you call switchbacks, where you got a gentle slope going down, and you zigzag your way down the hill at a much more gentle slope than what it is now. And that would be if you're facing east, to the right-hand side of the steps, right, Jeff?
Yes.
So just, I don't know, it'd be great if we would do a computer rendition and pop something out there, but I think it's one of the coolest ideas, and it would just make our park more accessible than it is now from the downtown.
Quote I got on that was adding a couple cul-de-sacs with benches and stuff.
Right.
And meeting that grade, we were over 200.
Just for that, yeah.
When is the new bathroom coming?
It was scheduled for early 26.
Okay.
I know, now I wonder, with all these thoughts of different changes or placement, is there any way to hold off on
That's
it?
actually a grant project, so it's got to be done in a certain time frame, and we're going to be at the outer end of the time frame. We'll probably have to get an extension for the completion of it as it is.
And I
it's
think
a custom built building.
Okay.
Not that we don't want it, but maybe
No,
just
no.
like the location
Yeah, I mean, it's
or,
custom built.
Well, I think the location, some of the future possibilities with the park was taken into consideration back when we originally planned where would we put this.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking too, like if we build this pavilion, do we have to put bathrooms in it? Because that's like, does it need to have water? Because that's just an additional cost. If we've got a brand new bathroom facility that's going to be the same age basically as this pavilion, would it make sense to have a bathroom here and a bathroom right over here? Like that to me
Because
just.
that restroom is for the park, like the main visitors that we're getting right now. So if you put a pavilion of some kind in, you're gonna need more facilities, for that. So yeah.
But could we just bring in porta potties?
Well, you can. I'm just
Like,
saying.
I'm just trying to think like, where's the money coming from to build this? Like, I'm on budget committee, and it's like we have a lot of expenses going out, which is, I'm all about this project. I love it. I think it's awesome. I talked to a lot of people outside of West Milton about it. I've talked to builders about it, different ideas, and I just am curious, like, is it necessary, or if we have events where there's going to be 3,000 people?
I would say you're not putting in first-class restroom facilities until you've got, you build what you're going to build for the purpose. I don't think you can foresee the volume of people needing all those kind of extra things. I would think
Sure.
if you would bring in the extra facilities the way we do now.
I mean, and
through-
this
That's
started
kinda-
really
Yeah.
as a pavilion.
Right.
It was like
right.
a mixed-use pavilion.
Right.
And the only reason we were even talking about the increase in pricing was because of the block grant, which hopefully we'll know soon.
Yep.
And then Premier getting on board saying they would put some money in. I mean, at the end of the day, the project's controlled by what money we do or don't get.
Right.
And then we know that's why it's impossible to set an amount or set a plan in place yet, because, like I said, some sidewalks going down were like 200,000, so we won't know until we know what funds are coming, I guess.
Well, and not beyond what funds, but what we're doing. I mean,
Yeah, I think it would be helpful to talk to maybe Collabo and like a local design build firm. I know we have them. Like, I can send you contact information of a couple different ones. I just feel like if we keep it local, it's going to be good. And plus, if we can keep our money, that's Miami County money inside Miami County, it's a benefit to the county. That's kind of my thought process. Like, if we've got level, I'm just thinking of two, and if I'm missing you, I don't know. These are just the signs I see the most. Level MB and Bruns, if we can talk to them individually and say, hey, this is what we're looking at. Can we talk about like some different ideas, what you've experienced, what you've done? I think that might be beneficial also, because I don't know what the answer is. I love the idea. Like, I've been doing Rock the Hill for a couple years, so I know what goes into it, and I know how beneficial just having a stage with electric there would be amazing. And it's just how, like, I think getting community input, especially of like the people that are involved in the events, and even if we go to other communities that do the events and ask those people, like, what do you like, what don't you like? I know Piqua has Lock 9 Park, and they have someone on staff who manages those events. And then Covington has a new facility. Just talking to them about what's working, what's not, getting some feedback and getting like some design build ideas as well with some local builders that know Miami County would be awesome.
I'll have to send you all a picture. This weekend, I went to the Ohio State Buckeyes game against Purdue.
We're not
And-
building a horseshoe.
No, Purdue had a.
Wait a minute, you may get more support for that than anything we've ever done.
It's just the tax dollars.
Yeah, Purdue had a really cool pavilion that was on top of a hill, where they have a pep rally before the game with the band, and it was one awesome, really cool put together structure.
Send a picture.
So I'll have to send you a picture of that. It was in a park area. It was everybody was up on the hill, just like we have here at Milton, looking down on it. It was really, really well put together. Now, it was pretty large, so we would probably have to scale it back, but I'll send you all pictures of it through email so you can at least take a look at it. But it's a really neat structure. And you can see it from way out, so you know that that's where you're going for pregame type of stuff. So it was cool.
And then I've mentioned too, if anyone's been to Fort Laramie's public park or community park, they have a really cool event room. I went to a wedding reception right in the park next to the playground. But it had a fireplace, an indoor room, tables and chairs, and they had a little reception. And then restrooms, but the restrooms could be accessed from the outdoor or the inside, so locked either way. But it's a really nice just community room, dead center in the park. Baseball fields are over here and playground over here. But it was something I'd never seen.
So homework is brainstorming community.
We want the ideas. Send them to us.
And so then, Jeff, do you have to tell Premier anything?
Not at this point.
Okay. All right. Next, in your old business, the 571 crosswalk grant.
Mr. Herron, would you want to give an update, please?
Yeah, I think I tried to get that out to council, because I know Manager Sheridan and Councilmember Gregory were in the, what I would call the kickoff meeting. So choice one is on board. We scored, I had Jill Doyle and Megan Hall score our consultants, and choice one was our chosen consultant. We had our first meeting, which is basically just choice one knowing what the expectations are from ODOT and ourselves, and then getting us together basically pricing information on the design, and then all the design stuff will be coming later. It's ODOT things have to be done in a set schedule. But as I said in the memo to you guys, I will get you, anytime I get updates and information, I'll get it to you guys, specifically when we start to get the actual pricing data in on how, on what the phases will be and that kind of thing.
So I have one question, because I was thinking about this when we were driving up there around the university, approaching a lot of crosswalks close to the university. They have a lot of the rumble strips approaching it, and of course, out there the speed limit, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 55. Will that be adjusted? Will there be something like that approaching that area? Is that something that would be in the design specs?
It's very possible. Luckily,
Okay.
since ODOT is actually in the grant too, that could be a recommendation. So it'll definitely, when you're talking about the cross out there, I know it's 50 going out, or it's 50 coming in.
Yeah, 50 coming in.
But that's still really fast for people crossing.
It is.
So we have hopes that the speed will be also looked at during this whole cycle, I
Got it.
guess, looking at that, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Couldn't we ask for that to be looked at separately so it could even be done before that?
We have, we've asked a few times.
They've turned us down.
It's just about driveways and intersections and,
Well,
ODOT.
have we
does-
asked since the whole thing of busing has changed?
We
within our
haven't talked to
community?
them since then, mainly because
Right.
I think
They're
all of
aware
our-
of it though, because they
Yeah.
came to us, because they also got complaints at the same time we got complaints.
So could we make that ask again while this is two different things, two different asks, but ask that be on its own merit as a more immediate safety measure? The cost of signage and us throwing up some stuff could,
They would actually come change it if they decide to. Yeah.
Whoever, however, that's got to be pennies on the dollar and more of an immediate. It's also learning time for everybody that travels that before it would change, and I don't know. I just think it's worth the ask. Was it the old saying, "Closed mouth don't get fed"?
Ben has a very good relationship with the project manager that we've been working with. Her name's Mary Hoy. Matter of fact, she held a meeting last week that we attended along with Mr. Sheridan about all the projects going on in Miami County. There was all the other police chiefs there and many agencies and public works from all the cities. So we have a very good relationship with her. Ben's been in contact with her, and she's the one that helped to get the grant started, actually.
Maybe we count all the homes out there at the park, add up all their, since they all come through a common driveway.
There's 19. There's 19
Just,
units
I don't
there.
know, numbers, how they're presented, whatever helps us.
Yeah. We can definitely, all we can do is that.
I appreciate the gracious way that I know y'all would do that.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we have rebranding. Jeff and I and Jeremy briefly discussed this the other day, something that we just didn't want falling by the wayside, but wanted to kind of bring up again, see people's thoughts.
Yeah, as you may recall, Collabo suggested that as a part of the comprehensive plan process. And I think initially there was not interest, and just the question is that changed? We're going to be coming up in December with the final proposed draft of the comp plan. And if rebranding is something the council might be interested in, it may warrant an additional conversation.
I don't think, from my understanding, it was not, that council was not interested. I just feel it kind of fell to the side with all
Could
the
be.
other things that were happening.
Could be.
I agree with that. I think we talked about it. When I was on planning board, I think planning board, we talked about it and there was a presentation, but it was like $80,000.
I don't recall a price.
It was really high.
Okay.
I mean, local people in Miami County, branding. I know we have people that do this locally. I don't know if like Flawless, if that's something they do. I love the idea of rebranding.
I think with the downtown strategies and, you know, moving forward with kind of the revitalization, it would all come together.
Yeah.
Let me know how you want to proceed.
Yeah, I feel like it was really high, and it was somebody out of town, out of state, and it was like, that was one of the reasons from the planning board perspective, we were like, this is silly. I think it'd be cool if we like got, again, like the design build, some ideas from local people. If we can keep our money in Miami County, it's going to be beneficial, so.
I think the idea of planning it is one thing. I think the implementation should probably coincide with the next time we paint the daggone water towers.
Yeah.
Because we just put the old brand smack dab
That'll
on
be
them.
starting in 27. If you
So
need a
I
date.
know there's a I
that's
know
fine.
there's a time frame on that.
27 and 28.
We sometimes we move slow with finalizing a decision. So there's your drop dead date if you're going to do it, is coinciding with the next time we paint our biggest brand out there, our water towers.
Our signs downtown, which are considered custom, our downtown street name signs, they're reaching their life expectancy. So I mean,
So
things
like,
like
we could
that.
take a year to like find, would we do like an RFP, or not RFP, an RFQ for
You can.
branding companies?
Sure.
Well, can we lean in on planning board being more of an active role
Absolutely.
in literally doing some homework and coming up with some ideas and maybe work some stuff in-house?
Yeah.
Sure.
And plan is still that we all are going to the December planning board
Joint
meeting to see the comp plan, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's something we could,
So can we put that on the agenda for the planning board? And then, I know like Ken Thompson would probably be interested in participating in that. And
or other graphic
or other
designers
graphic
in the
designers
village
I
area.
know. Huh?
Yeah, sure. I think that's awesome.
Like, I think
I mean,
that would be
he's
like,
awesome.
he's awesome.
You want that on the agenda for the joint meeting?
Yes.
Absolutely. We'll put it on there.
I am pro, and I think that makes sense, like the timing makes sense with retail strategies and all the other stuff that all the things that we've got going on. I think it makes sense, and I'm shop local.
And
Does that
I
mean
don't.
we can't put
I love
Tim
Colabo.
waving on the water tower?
Do what?
We wanted to put Tim waving
Oh, I
on the
like
water
that.
tower.
Can we do that?
I mean, if we can't, we
I
can't.
you know what? I think
I
we can.
bet you
we
that,
can do it with a
that
laser.
we can make
Yeah.
a stick-on like mural.
That would be awesome.
I think just a laser that beams it up there on special occasions.
Yeah.
Y'all come back now.
Maybe we got you up there too.
Nah, I don't want to be on the water tower.
Not till he's retired,
sure
which
Tim
is
would
never
either.
going to happen, right?
That would be cool. All right. So yeah, if planning board, we can discuss that. All
Put it
right.
on the agenda.
Next, we have a code enforcement update.
Chief, can you give us a brief update on the code enforcement?
So, the last couple weeks, obviously due to some incidents that occurred here in the parking lot, we've not had an opportunity to spend much time on code enforcement. Prior to that, we had met with Ms. Bross and with Mr. Sheridan. There's a couple of properties in town that we're looking at. She was going to do some research, and I have not gotten back with her. It's partially my fault. Do some research on some potential properties that are in back taxes owed on them, then see how soon the county was going to potentially auction those off because there is back taxes. The other property is property that is actually under a order from the health department that can't be lived in or worked in beyond certain hours. I've got to get down to actually do a visit for that place to see if there's been any updates since we were there the last time. So that's what we're doing now. The other property that we had an issue with downtown, a letter's been sent to them, and I think a second letter was either going out yesterday or tomorrow in regards to the no response from that last letter.
Okay. I mean, the downtown is looking great. I think all the property owners that have done updates and painted it,
Yes.
and it looks amazing.
We have more benches coming for the downtown.
yeah, I think your efforts and everyone else's
Thank
have
you.
made a huge difference.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good.
All right, next, any questions? so far? All right, any old
New-
business,
New business.
but no other old business? All right, any new business? All right. Any comments tonight from our citizens? All right. Is there any motion? Do we have to read that? Does anyone have it?
I don't have
Are there any motions to go into an, or just have it? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
And bring my reading glasses here. The first line of Miss Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to enter an executive session, and then to consider the employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, compensation of a public employee or official, or the investigation of charges or complaints against a public employee, official, licensee, or regulated individual, unless the public employee, official, licensee, or regulated individual. No, just that. Okay, apparently that's good enough. Apparently the first sentence covers that.
Are there any seconds?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dorman?
Yes.
Mr. Todd?
Yes.
Ms. Gregory?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Siders?
Yes.
Mayor Metz?
Yes. All right. Thank you all for coming. There won't be any further business after the executive session.
Okay.